Happy Tuesday, Motivation Movers. Yes, it is your girl, honey, Coco Renee, here in the flesh, the one and only from the Liquid Lunch Mix crew on Liquid Radio, Midday Boss Show on Rize Radio, and coming to an internet radio near you, Midnight Boss Radio. So stay tuned for the details. All right, so today is Tuesday. I'm catching you guys right before I go into my class because I have to tell y'all a little story, keep y'all motivated because, honey, I know it gets hard. The struggle is real. Sometimes we have control issues. I got control issues. I'm learning to relinquish my control. God is sitting me down a couple of times and making me realize who really has the power. He's had to check me a couple times or 2 or 3. And so I'm just in a space right now where I said, let me share this with you guys so that if you guys go through this, you know what to do. Because I don't want you guys to have to get checked like I did. You know what I mean? When you don't check in with him, he'll check you real quick. So my youngest, she has a field trip that was coming up today. We planned ahead. Mom signed all the documentation just to make sure I was able to be there. Make sure I had the time taken off. Did all the things that mom would normally do for field trips. Never had a problem in the history of field trips when I've requested to chaperone. This became the first time there was an issue. Some way, somehow, the process of requesting the chaperone changed. Mom didn't get the memo. Yesterday came around and my daughter came home very sad and crying, saying, Mom, you're not going to be able to go with us tomorrow on the field trip. And I said, why? Mom signed everything. She said, because you were supposed to do this and you didn't do it. And I said, wait a minute. I wasn't told I had to do this one extra thing. So, of course, Mom is upset. And I'm like, wait a minute, this has got to be a mistake because I've never heard of this process before. So I've reached out to the school. It's after hours, mind you. But luckily the teachers, they do respond to their emails after hours. So teacher explained, it was a miscommunication. We have a different process now to request chaperones. We sent this, notification out on this date. We didn't get a response back from you. So unfortunately, we've already filled the slots for the parents that could chaperone. And so, I'm still sad. And I just said, there's got to be a way. But instead of me giving it to God instantly, I'm still trying to maneuver my own way and trying to control the situation. So I said, you know what? I know the principal pretty well. I'm about to call her. So I made a big fuss with the principal. And at the time that I made that fuss, she wasn't even available. See, God had removed everybody from being available to me until I had to come to him. That was his way of checking me, saying, look, you still got to come through me in order for this to work out in your favor. So once I got off of my high, whatever you want to, my post, whatever you want to call it, my high horse, and had to realize, honey, you didn't check in with the GOD. That's the problem. I immediately surrendered over to him, prayed on it. God, forgive me. You know what? I didn't come to you. I'm so sorry that I did not run this past you. I did not talk to you about it. I did not incorporate you. And that's why I'm not successful in getting this turnaround because you're not involved. So the minute I involved God was the minute that the principal called me back from the message I left her. Right before the field trip was getting ready to take place, Mom was able to get down there right in time to be a part of the field trip. Moral of the story was, God wasn't incorporated. He wasn't involved because I didn't involve him at first because I thought I had it under control. And the minute he showed me that I have no control or no power is the moment that I had to relinquish it all and turn it back over to him. But the amazing part, because it doesn't happen like this all the time, but the amazing part is he was able to turn around and he delivered his blessing within a minimum amount of time. And it still allowed me to be a part of my baby girl's last field trip, her special day. If you could have seen the expression on her face when she seen me outside that school bus, it was priceless. And moments like this is what I live for. Moments like that, I should say, is what I live for. And it reminds me of how blessed I am. And in order for me to continue to be blessed, I have to continue to come to the blesser. The blesser is God. And without him, I can't do anything. Now, I know we all have our different perspectives on who God is. We all feel that we have our own God and we call him by different names. But I'm going to just tell you there's only one God. So regardless of all the gods that we believe in, they all fall under one entity. And that is the Alpha, the Omega, the one and only. There is not anything that is going to be beyond him. So whether your God, my God, all of our gods create this one God, he is who he is. And there's nothing that he can't do. And if he's blessing me and he's my God too, hey, and your God blesses you, it look like we got the same God. So I think that we safe to say that we could say that same good prayer to him and know that it's going to get answered regardless of, the form that we come in. It doesn't matter if I come in like, I'm going to just say it like this. I'm not a religious person, but I am a believer, and I'm coming to him as a believer. If you're coming to him as a believer, all the other stuff is out the window, because all he really truly cares about is your belief, where your heart is. This religion part, God is not a religious God, honey, but he is a faithful, spiritual, relationally God. And that's all he wants, is just to have a good relationship with us. And it starts with communication. So if you have communication issues, boo, he's the perfect one that you want to start with working that on with, okay? Start with building it up, talking to him, going to him. Talk to him like you're talking to one of your homies, with respect, okay? With respect. With that being said, I got to go, because I got to get into this class before these people be hunting me down. But I hope you guys have a blessed, beautiful evening, a great Tuesday. And until next time, toodles.